Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. Welcome to your reading for February 13th through the 19th. This week, with Sun moves out of the opposing sign of your opposing sign of Aquarius into Pisces. It does that on Saturday at 5:34 p.m. Eastern Time Zone here in the U.S. We start moving toward a new moon in Pisces throughout Sunday, and so we're going to take a look at the overall energy for you for the week, and then we're going to dive into specifically as the moon is moving. Okay, you have here, look, you have the card of the universe. That's so nice, but this one wants to come too. Ace of Swords, an ending and a beginning. An ending and a beginning. Okay, so here you have the energetic medicine of sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility. So that's that Ace of Swords, and the need for a deep rest. And we have this meditation here with this this flower of life. And so yeah, there's something coming through, a birth of something new for you. But there is a need this week to kind of slow down and keep allowing some of the lower vibrational energies to continue to move out of your life. And I can see that they are moving out because in the energy that's been kind of draining you, but it's in the past, it's moving away, is this Three of Swords. And so we have the skeleton left. And so things are really there. It's dissipating. For many of you. For some of you, it's not, because I'm just seeing this heart vibrating like this right now. And so it's about allowing that energy to move through and to allow this healing to come in as you're moving through this cycle. So depending on where you are in the continuum, and it doesn't have to be around love. It could, it could be a loss of a loved one who may have crossed to the other side. It could be a breakup for sure, but it also could be maybe you had to move from a place you loved because you had to take a job change and you had to leave behind friends or something like that too. It could be a situation like that. It's really creating a lot of confusion for you. And so you are being asked to rest. No, you don't have to make the decision. So it's almost as though as you allow the cycle to complete, then the clarity and inspiration comes in. And this week, I think it comes in with that new moon. If you will allow this week, this cycle to continue to progress. So not blocking that energy. And it's like you're ready to move. You want to move. I want to move on from this. I'm so tired of being in this energy. And yet there's a need to see things from another perspective in order to change. And so when we experience a loss, and sometimes it feels like that was done to me, or how could I have been such a fool to get into that situation? That's frequently a thought. Your reading is jacking up my throat chakra. I've been fine all day. So this isn't about me. This is about you. And the truth of who you are, the truth of what you believe, the truth of how you feel. There's an opportunity this week to really get into the truth of the situation, as how it relates to you, what you've learned and gained through it, and where you're going from here. There's a lot of confusion around what is real and what isn't for you. Like, you're feeling very confused. I can see that in these cards. So on Monday, when that moon is in Scorpio and it's got this energy, if it looks too good to be true, take another look. Really use that, because in the energy of how you transform the situation, and we have all these clouds of the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of confusion emotionally for you. And the action to take here, we have this Hanged Man, which means you need a time out to see another perspective, right? You need a time out to shift how you feel about something, what you're thinking about it. What did you learn? How did you grow? Is that person a jerk because they didn't get enough love as a child? I mean, that's a good place to start sometimes. And then you're like, wow, unfortunately, that doesn't work for me. I'm moving on, right? And so there's this need to really nurture and care for yourself and take care of yourself. And when I say that jerk, I'm not judging them. But sometimes in our head, that's how we work with this, right? I mean, we are all beings of light. And Spirit was like, we definitely didn't call them a jerk. No, that was my word. So they're like, can you understand that their soul's journey has been difficult, and that's why that ended up, but you have somehow called in this experience to allow you to learn, to grow, and to elevate. And so when you can look at somebody or some situation and you can say, all right, well, that happened. What did I learn? How have I grown? It helps to clear the confusion if you use compassion. Because it's not that you necessarily want to stay in a situation that doesn't work. I'm not recommending that. But I am saying sometimes if you can see how it is that they got to the place where they do the things that they do, and you have more compassion for the situation, and you could see that they are working and trying, it might be worth it. You have to decide. You have the key here for the Chariot. Love this. It is the year of the 7. It is the year of the Chariot. And the key is, what do you want, and are your actions in alignment with your intention for the year? Are your actions in alignment with what it is you're trying to manifest and to bring in? And if what you don't want to be is feeling miserable and sad, then what are you doing to change that? You know, a shift in the way you view things and using your intuition to figure things out, to see things in a different way. Because you are the obstacle to overcome. We have the card of the Fool. The willingness to take a leap of faith and to move into a new direction on something. Now, sometimes that leap of faith is within a relationship or a job or whatever. It's like trying to do things a different way. How can you set yourself up for success, right? But you've been spending a lot of time in the hermit mode here. And wisdom and knowledge has come to you. So here we have the hermit, but here we have the mountains in the background, so the obstacles, and there's a lot of them, and there's been opportunity for things to grow. But we have this owl flying in, and it's bringing the key that unlocks the door. In the area of resources, we have you. This is spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, and financial resources. You have strength, but look, you're being carried by the wings of spirit. You're being carried forward. It is not just your strength that you have to rely on. You have the strength of the angelic realm, the spirit guide team to also lift you up and carry you and to bring in the clarity. There is clarity that you are seeking, clearly, because we have the card of confusion. We have the Hangman, which is trying to get a new perspective. And in the heart space, we have the King of Swords, this clarity card, seeking the knowledge and the wisdom to know what to do, coming with this opportunity. But first, a cycle needs to complete in order for the clarity to come in. And that cycle will be completed when you change the way you're looking at it and anchor into the abundance of the universe. You have the 10 of Pentacles as the energy to anchor into. That does not suck. So there's a risk and opportunity that you holding yourself back from. Is it in alignment, though, with your overall intention? And so they're asking you, okay, I'm going to guess your intention is the 10 of Pentacles, right? The 10 of Pentacles, that is really having it all. That's emotionally satisfied. That's financially, abundant. That is having it all and growing more. It's always increasing. The 10 of Pentacles, it just continues to grow its legacy energy. And so, So are you taking action steps toward that? And what does that mean? It's going to be done within a relationship, or do you need to exit a relationship? Can it happen where you work, or do you need to look for another job? Can it happen in the neighborhood in which you reside, or do you need to find a new neighborhood or a new state, province, country, whatever, right? And so it's really about that. And so you're being asked to get centered and grounded and to really focus in this week. Use that energy to focus in order to help you to complete a cycle by allowing you to see it differently as to what the next steps will be. So you have go deep and explore your roots, this grounding energy. So when that moon gets into Sagittarius, it's very optimistic, and they're asking you to embrace that. Embrace enthusiasm and shouts at the heavens with happiness. You get to choose your attitude, right? We can't always choose our circumstances. We get to choose our attitude, and our attitude will help to change our circumstances, generally speaking. If you are in a relationship, Valentine's Day has some interesting energy. I would go for the romantic breakfast. I would avoid trying to do the romantic dinner. That is very argumentative energy. Could be that somebody has a bad day at work and they come home and they take it out on their partner. That happens a lot or whatever. I don't know. It just feels squabbly, nasty energy. And so start the day right and try to hold the energy all day long. We've got Venus going to conjunct with Neptune on Wednesday. She really wants you to anchor in what your dream, what your goal is, to really visualize it. And then she's going to come and spend 4 months in your sign helping you to develop it, while Saturn is going to move into Pisces to help create structure around your dreams too. But in order to, you can't just decide. You could, but it doesn't make any sense to do it this way. If you were going to build a skyscraper, you would need a blueprint, right? Yeah, you can't just jump in there and start digging a hole, right? It isn't going to be. It is important to understand that this is going to be. So maybe it starts out and you're like, I want to build a spa. And then you start thinking, okay, well, I can, but the things I want to put in are very expensive. So maybe if I put additional office space in there, then I could charge rent and it might pay for all the, so it's kind of like an evolving plan. You have the wandering path, but it has the fox on it, and he's looking at a map and there's a compass on it, right? And it says, enjoy the journey. So I think it's about figuring out where it is you want to go and then starting to develop a plan of action. And grounding is when you manifest it through taking actual action toward what it is that you want and being enthusiastic and excited about it. There are no wands here. There are no wands on here. And you guys, that's the energy that's missing for you. And so you can choose to be enthusiastic by just deciding to be, right? And you're like, that is not true. When I'm depressed, I'm just depressed. And that's true, but you can shift your energy by focusing on the things that aren't making you sad, by watching a comedy, by going for a walk, by sitting on the waterfront, by going and connecting with your friends, particularly this weekend. Really great social energy over the weekend. And so, do something that brings you joy. If you do something on the regular basis that brings in a little more joy, eventually you move into that energy. Wow, they really want you to, whoa, a bee again? Look, okay. A bee and a swan showed up again. Okay, so let's talk about this. At 12 midnight a.m. on Thursday the 16th, which is a 7, by the way, right? The energy of the 7 there. We have the moon moving into Capricorn. And you have the swan spirit, time for a deep dive. And this black swan, that is into your intuition and into your inner self, right? And so it is time for a deep dive this week to really get clear on what it is you truly want, that you would bring in the joy. And then again, the bee spirit here, which is a 7, like this chariot. Look at that. It says, sweet results await. If you can get really clear on what it is you want, then you can get it. But the key here is figuring out what you want and starting to take actions that are in alignment with your desire. This 10 of Pentacles energy is clearly what you're heading for. You have the canary spirit, sing your own song. Be you. Look at you all shiny and bright there. That's so you. Right? So be enthusiastic about what you want. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Sing your own song. What would bring you joy and happiness? It is time. Actually, I should do it like this, because I feel like they're singing to each other. Because I think when you sing out to the spirit world what it is that you want, you're like, I really want this. This is what I really want. What do I need to do to get there? How do I get there? Spirit goes, you sure that's what you want? And you're like, yes, that's what I want. There you go. Okay. So here's what you need to do. You do the first thing, they're like, wow, they really do want to do this. And so then they're like, oh, here's the next thing. And then you do that, and you're like, oh, wow, here's the next thing. And so then the path becomes clear as you step out onto it. And so right now it's about removing and letting go of the negative energy that is attached to you. By choosing to let it just be dead, done, and over with. The past is the past. I'm moving forward, and I'm moving forward. I'm going to take that leap of faith toward joy. You have the card of clearing the excess. So when that moon is, like I said, moon in Aquarius on Saturday and Sunday, really social energy, really great to get together. I think it'll really lift your spirits. Plan something, but keep it low key. Like you don't want to plan a big party, but maybe just getting together with friends and hanging out for a little bit, or, you know, finding someone that wants to go for a walk with you. Start moving, physically moving the energy through your body. And you have your clearing the excess. You are entering a transitional phase. You are entering a transitional phase, right? From the ugly duckling to this beautiful swan. Right, and that swan was black, and this one's all pink, like the heart space is all lit up, right? You're entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. Physically moving energy changes your energy. So clean out a closet. Not this weekend. This weekend, don't take on anything. Well, maybe a closet's not too enthusiastic. This weekend, because the energy always drops and dips right before a new moon, keep it easy. Keep it low key. But maybe just clearing out a drawer, just, you know, cleaning out the refrigerator, doing something that energetically moves things, or go for a walk and just clear your head, right? Just clear some energy. And I think you'll feel really good by the end of this week. And really anchor into what it is you want. I think this is a week where you get to figure out, I think, that you are worthy of all the joy that you want. I think if you figure that out this week, you have done great work. All right, you guys take care. I'm on Facebook every day. I would love to see you over there. I will put your success video here in case you have not seen that yet. And yeah, just go clear out some cobwebs. Feel good about yourself. Life is fun. At least it's supposed to be.